Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am jumping back into my Homegrown journal. I am so excited to have finally gotten started on this journal, as I shared in my last video. If you missed this journal with me video and you're wondering at all where I have been and what I have been up to and why I have been rather quiet on social media, you'll definitely want to check out that video because I shared a little bit of information on stuff going on with me, and I created this fun little spread here. So if you are interested in checking that out, that link will be in the description box down below. But for today, I think I want to get started here on the front of my book. I do enjoy working on the front cover of my book. I've mentioned it before, a lot of times I skip and jump around. I don't know why. It's just how I enjoy working in my journal. But I think today I'm going to take this collection, or this tag that was in the collection, and add it to the front cover. I love that stamp. That is so much fun. That stamp is actually one that I picked up, maybe 2 years ago now at Hobby Lobby. It's a wooden stamp, so if it's something you're interested in, that's where I found it. If they still have it, I'm not sure. So I'm just inking up the edges with Vintage Photo, and I think I'm just going to add it here to the cover. I always enjoy writing on the cover what I have used this journal for, so yeah. I think I'm going to add a couple fibers here to the top. I hope all of you are doing well, and that your September has been a great one. I love the month of September. I love the weather changes and watching the leaves just start to change. They haven't really changed here yet, but they're just starting to peek through a little bit of those colors. So I'm very excited here in the next few weeks. It should get really pretty. It's also been unusually warm here for this time of year, which you guys know I'm a summer girl and I do love summer, but when it's time for the weather to be, cooler, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the cooler temperatures, I think. Even though it's been warm for so long now, for like a good week and a half, probably if I went out and felt the pool, it would have warmed back up. That's pretty sad, isn't it? That I haven't felt the pool probably in about a week, to be honest. We have a really large pool. It's actually like a pool and a half. It's a heart-shaped pool. So it's like you have your regular pool here, and then there's like an additional piece of pool here. So from a certain angle, it looks like a heart, which is very nice, except that you can't find anything to fit a heart-shaped pool. Like, they don't make covers for that. So everything is custom. We always have to cut it and make it and everything. So when it comes to using a solar blanket to keep the pool warm, we just haven't in the last few years, because we need to buy a new one, which means we have to buy two and cut the other one to fit. So when it's cold, it's just done. Nobody is out in the pool anymore. But I'm thinking I really need to go see what's up, because it probably is pretty warm. It's been in the 80s here for a good week or more. Okay, so that's a good start. I was also thinking about this piece of wallpaper that came in my collection. I think I want to make an envelope out of it, but I'm going to have to trim it up a little bit. Still have the last project here. None of these edges are really straight, I don't think. So I'm just going to try to clean up my edges. Maybe I'll make it 6 inches. And clean up this edge. Now I'm going to use my sewing machine. You guys, I got a new sewing machine. I told you, I think in a video, I'm not sure which one anymore. I had my sewing machine break, and it's such a crucial tool for me with what I do. I couldn't mess around with it. I had to go out and buy a new one right away. So that's kind of frustrating when you have to buy something you've already owned, It's kind of like doing projects in the house you've already done when you I'm gonna round the corners here in my little flap. When you have a list of things that you haven't done yet, I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of that way with craft supplies. Like, I don't want to buy a new sewing machine. There's other things I want to buy. But like my mom mentioned, and it's so true, that sewing machine served me well. It sewed thousands, I'm sure, pieces of paper. I had it for probably a couple years, and you guys, I put it through the ringer, and it's only, you know, it's $140 sewing machine. It's the Brother Project Runway that so many of us junk journalers like. So it's not like it was a $300 machine that I was going to have serviced. Something happened to I don't even know what the parts of the machine are called, but the piece that holds the needle itself had bent, so there was no fixing it. It was just time to replace it, so that's what I did. So I'm grateful. Instead of being frustrated, I'm choosing to be grateful that that machine served me so well, because it really did. I got my money out of it, right? I mean, really. I have sewn so many journals. So, okay, so I'm just inking up the edges here, and then I'm going to run this through my machine because I like that look. If you don't have a sewing machine, you could glue your edges, you could staple your edges, you could hand stitch your edges. All of that would be very fun and pretty. So I'll be right back. All right, so I stitched my envelope shut on the sides. I also added this little edge here, which got a little crazy there toward the end, but that's okay. It works for me. And I think I'm going to glue it down. I was just going to leave it loose, but I think I want to glue it down and create a little bit of a tuck here. So I'm going to add my glue so that it creates a pocket in the back. There. This wallpaper is really fun to play with. And I'm just going to glue it down here on this front page. I really like this wallpaper print too. I definitely think it has that country farmhouse look, at least older country farmhouse, which I enjoy very much too. I still have this sheet of succulent stickers sitting next to me from the last video. I'm going to try to avoid going all out with those. I love those so much. If you guys have not picked those up from the Dollar Tree, there's a few different sets of them. This one has the succulent heart there with the other little succulents. These are so much fun to use in your paper projects. I love those succulent stickers. All right, so I don't want to do too much to cover up this wallpaper because I enjoy that print on there. Maybe I want to use this little jar. Okay, this is a little jar label that came in the collection. I'm just going to ink up the edges here. Just glue that in place. I also mentioned in my last video that my setup here today is not a permanent one. I recently moved into my craft room, and I'm still setting up my filming station. I have to order a couple new light boxes that are a little smaller than the ones I have, but I am looking forward to having a specific filming station. That's going to be nice and new for me. But right now I am on my regular crafting desk table. So I have my arm attached to a little bookshelf that is closing me into the corner of my room, but that's okay. I actually got it to where it doesn't shake so bad now. I mentioned these sticker books in my last video. I'm enjoying them. This one is called Homemade, and it's by Jen Hadfield. I picked it up at Tuesday morning, and this is a newer Happy Planner sticker book called Farmhouse. And of course, this has all of the lovely type colors and images and things from the new modern farmhouse style. So I'm thinking I want to use something out of here. I also mentioned that I think I'm going to use this. Originally, I thought I would use this for family recipes and family memories, but I'm not going to pressure myself with the family recipes because I would, have to find them. To be honest, I'd have to ask people for some, and I just don't want all that kind of pressure right now. So I'm actually going to use it to just record, I think, some memories. It's just some family memories about my grandparents. Yeah. I like the sticker. I like the fact that it says begin, but now I see that it doesn't fit on my jar. So I'm going to trim it a little, and I think I'm just going to add it in the corner of my book. I also shared one of the reasons why I've been a little absent is my grandpa is passing away. He has heart failure, so the hospice gives him a couple weeks, the hospice nurse, sorry. But, as you're going through a process like that, it brings up a lot of memories and feelings, and it makes me miss my grandma. And actually, my other grandma, who was in my life forever, she recently passed away too, a year ago, I think. Just a little over a year ago. I don't think it's been 2. But, so it stirs up a lot of that stuff. And to have a journal to just be able to write down a lot of these memories that are coming to my mind, that's an awesome thing. And it's an awesome thing to be able to pass on to my girls later. So that's what I'm going to use this journal for. Just recording some of the thoughts and feelings and memories that come to me through this time, which I think is a very healthy thing to do also. All right, I'm looking through this sticker book again to see what I want to do with this mason jar. Maybe this one. I do love them both very much. All right, I think I am going to combine a couple of the sticker books. I like these branches, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to add some ink. No, I'm being a little sloppier than I planned, but that's okay. I like for it to have a little bit of dimension off the page. And let's see. I think I'll just put it down here. And then I think I like this Show Grace sticker. And I just want to put that across here. And maybe a flower. It has this Jen Hatfield book has these really pretty florals here in the back. I don't know, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but that's okay. And I don't know how to ink these edges very easily. There we go. Okay, I like that. Now I did create this to be a little pocket. So I think I've used all of my tags from the collection already. I do have this guest check. I think that'll fit in there. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. Just take off some of the edges so it'll fit on the page. And then just a little vintage photo here. And these guest checks, they're a great place to write little notes and memories on too. They're fun in collaging, but they also make great journaling tags. So that's what I'm going to use this one for. I know that I'm going to want a lot of journaling space in this journal, so I don't want to decorate it too heavily, because what happens is I become frustrated later when I'm trying to write in the book and I don't have all of the space that I need. So I like that. And then I have this pocket. I just take some scrap coffee dyed paper and add to that. And I have some little paper clips here. Here's one. I think I'll just use it like that. Keep that shut for now. A lot of times I like to take these scallop pieces and create a little thing to hold my little flip to hold my flap down, but I already glued this here, so that is how that is going to be for now. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think really quick before I end this video, I will add the stuff to the center of my journal here. I like to add the hearts, so I'm going to do that. There's always little hearts that come in the collection because you guys know that I enjoy adding them. So I want you to be able to add them. If you don't have this little heart punch, I will tell you this little heart punch is from Hobby Lobby. And when their Paper Studio stuff is 50% off, you can get a fantastic deal on this little heart punch. So just to know that. Then I'm just going to glue these on really quick. I also think I want to add my bookmark. I like taping in my beaded bookmarks, and this one is so pretty. I love that touch of plum. It's probably not showing up through the lights. Let's get it out really quick. It has, excuse the glue on my fingers, but it just has this little touch of plum on there. Oh, so pretty with the black and the white. Anyway, if I can find my other two heart punches, those things get lost pretty easily. There's also these other great punches. I have to remember to use those. These fun punches that my friend Jenny sent, little ticket punches. And two more hearts here. Ooh, I like that side. And I'm just using some art glitter glue here because of the skinny little top. Makes it a little easier to add the glue. Here we go. Okay. I like having these in there. I think they're a lot of fun to just have a little dangle going on in there. I think these are so white though. I think they need a little bit of inking. Let's add a little ink. I think I have to go down and make dinner. I think we're getting to that time of the day where my husband might be coming home soon. I also need a new clock in this room. And I have my phone, but I'm filming on it, so I can't see what time it is. I haven't occupied an upstairs floor of the house. Oh my goodness. Probably since I was a teenager and lived at home, to be honest. It's just odd, all of the things you don't think about, like a clock, and then the things, because I don't have my office downstairs anymore, all of the things I need downstairs, you know, they're easier to get to. Anyway, it's just been interesting. Like, oh, I would benefit from a clock. Oh man. Okay. My friend Crystal from Happy to Plan, she is the one who started me on taping in these bookmarks, and I love it. Okay, so I will say that my bookmark is not as short as I would like it to be. I am sure that some of you have run across that as well. They aren't all super consistent, but what I do is I just take it in the middle and tie a little knot in there. And you could always restring it if you wanted to. Now, actually, it's not long enough, so I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. There. And I like that better. I don't know, I like it to stay consistent on my shelf, so I just want it poking out just a little bit. And let's see, where did it go? Then I'm just going to take some Scotch tape and tape it in place. Right over that little knot I made. And I do like that. Crystal said she does it because her cats tend to get things. I love it because it just keeps it in place. And what I mean, these are not functional, but they are so cute dangling on the shelf next to each other and all of the collections. So I haven't trimmed my string here. There. From the front cover. Okay, you guys, I think that's it for this video. I am looking forward to creating some more in this book. I will say, because of how I know things have been here on my channel lately, I am not going to film any more Journal With Me videos in this collection. If you guys need some more inspiration, I have a amazing, lovely design team who will be sharing videos here in the near future. So I will leave links to them in the description box down below. They are amazing and everybody's a little different, which, wow, I love it. I love seeing what they do and how their minds work and how their creativity comes to play in these collections. If you guys own this collection and you want to see more inspiration using it, be sure to subscribe to those women. I will link them all down below and they will at least share one video with the collection. So you don't want to miss that. Also, if you are not part of the Facebook group, I do encourage everyone to share photos of the things that they're doing in these collections, but other things as well. It's not just limited to these collections. It's fun to just get inspiration from each other. So be sure to become part of that Facebook group and watch for a little pop-up inspiration there. Otherwise, I will be back to share a completed video of this Homegrown collection. Maybe not right away. Maybe it's going to take me a little bit of time. So maybe it's something I come back to, but I want to be able to keep things going and not get behind. So thank you guys so much for understanding that. That is one of the main reasons why I started a design team, to just offer those of you who purchase these collections more inspiration. And then it's not just limited to me. You guys get to see other people's ideas too, and not just me doing the things that I love all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you have an awesome day and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.